Okay, so Capricorn, someone misses you as much as you do. They miss you too. So do know that. That's what you're going to either find out about, or you'll be shocked to learn. If you don't know, now you know. This is for the next 10 days. You're going to really be holding back, just the opposite of Sagittarius. You may be holding back, really feeling like you're overcoming things, getting your strength back, finding your voice, feeling successful in certain ways, or feeling like you can overcome or get over on people and get the upper hand on others in the next 10 days. I do feel like people may feel like you're alone and lost and alone and off to yourself, and people may think that you feel some kind of way more than how you feel about a situation. Somebody may be feeling like, well, either I did Capricorn wrong or Capricorn did me wrong, and now they're feeling some kind of way about it. It could be that type of thing, something like that. Some people may see you as lack, like you don't have. And that's why you're cast out. That's why you're not communicating with people. Or that's why people are not communicating with you. Something like that. Broke, don't have. Or again, staying to yourself. The challenge is going to be, for some of you, your mother could have some issues. There could be problems with mother. For others of you, this could be issues with feeling like you have. So you may feel like there's a bit of lag. Hold on, Captain. Uh-oh. There could also be some issues with an ex, mother-father issues. It could be child issues is what it looks like to me as well. But you're going to overcome it. So if there's been any issues with like children, litigation, some of it's going to work in your favor. You and the co-parent, you guys can work things out. You can also get back on track with a child or children. Also see something circling back around to you, and that's going to be a benefit to you. So whatever lack you have, it is going to work out in your favor. You will overcome it. Do know that. Just do everything ethically sound and it'll work in your favor. Work looks really good. You'll find that people are nice and accommodating. This is usually a good time to ask for things, but it's moody. It's a cups, it's feelings, so it can get quite moody. But people will be, for the most part, nice, inviting, and engaging. Glad to see you, that sort of thing. There may even be a new opportunity that's being asked of you, but it's asked of you. It's not like demanded upon you. I also see, for those of you who are looking for work, gig work could work in your favor, or starting a business of your own, or finding work that you're very much an independent. So maybe a contracted type of gig work, or self-employment work. Now, this doesn't mean that you can't find a traditional job. It could be one that, again, it requires a lot of skill set. So you'll be better off getting something based upon what you know, your skill set, the fact that it's a very independent, self-sufficient type of a role, or, again, gig work. Now, your business, you will see some increase in revenue this week. Some of you, whatever efforts and energy you put into it, you will see it paying off. So that's good. That's what I have for general. Now let's look at love. Capricorn single men, you're dating or wanting to date, go out, spend some time, buy someone something. People are seeing you as someone who's either waiting to hear from them, like you've made the gesture, now you're waiting back to hear from them. Maybe an option. So if things haven't been going well with other people, you may hear back from women that may see you as an option now that, they know that you're still an option that's been waiting, if that makes sense. The challenge is going to be for you to say the right things, for them to say the right things to you, for people to handle things in a very mature sort of way as far as communication, as far as what they're discovering, and for you not to attract like stalkers, for you not to become stalker-ish and overzealous men toward a particular person, and for you not to watch the ex. That's the challenge. You're going to realize that you're kind of okay with being single. Some of you are going to start really appreciating being single because you do well for yourself financially, or you're just able to really give more to your overall well-being when you are single. Okay, some of you may just look around and be like, yeah, I'm not dating anyone. So whoever you were dating, you may just find yourself rid of them and just really enjoying being to yourself. Capricorn single ladies, you are stressed out. People are looking at you as someone who a great love potential could be there when people see you. Challenge will be going back to an ex. The challenge is ex not stressing you the fuck out. So you may not be ready for a relationship, ladies, because you're still thinking about your ex, and there may be children involved. It may be a little messy. So that may be a bit of a challenge getting back on track with that. And because there's so many issues going on, or significant, whatever the issues are, you may be tapping out and saying, listen, I can't even deal with no love situation right now because I don't have the energy. Like, I know who I want. I don't have the person I want, or something. Something is on your mind stressing you out. So the last thing you're worrying about is some damn love situations. What I have for singles. Now let's look at couples. Okay, Capricorn. So your person wants to reach out, they may want to initiate things between the two of you. What they want to tell you, what? Secretly, they're like, secretly, I love you, you love me, so just cut it out. Or, we have children. It's a mutual thing, how they're approaching it. So it's like, let's just make this work. Because there's still love there. We're not done with each other. We both still have mutual feelings for each other, if that makes sense. The challenge that they have with you is having things work, and have them work in a way that is healthy and conducive, where both of you are satisfied with the outcome. Your person is not going to make a move. They may be playing deaf dumb, like not really making a move. Hopefully they're feeling well, because this could also be the card of just needing to recuperate. But they need a minute. They are thinking about a lot of things, and they may be saying, I know there's love here. I know we love each other, but just not satisfied. Just, you could tell they're not satisfied in this relationship. You could be the one initiating everything. you're starting communication, and they will receive it. Or they'll start a communication, want to see you, but then you could be a bit confrontational. So how you're approaching it may be a bit confrontational, which is going to put a bad taste in their mouth, and is going to make them become quiet on you. You want to tell them that you love them, or you want them to love you, or you want to go over this thing that the love situation between the two of you. You want to go over that, but you also want to let them know that there's still love here. The challenge could be someone drinks, smokes, indulges too much. Someone takes things too lackadaisical. They're not serious about things. The challenge could be, again, overindulging. That's one of the big, huge things that could be problematic. Or someone, again, is very flighty, plays too much, don't take things and take things for granted. Could be a bit of a challenge. And then I see you just kind of like hanging on, stuck. The two of you, it can be very difficult. This shit keep going on. This may be over. For some of you in the future, it could be over. It could be like final last chance. Somebody putting their foot down, not being open to give this guy the chance. It could be very problematic trying to get this back on track. There could be a lot of little bad blood, or just like, two people who have their own personal gripes, but not necessarily... Maybe because of those gripes, they're not going to go out of their way for the other person. And this situation can start to get even worse down the line. Like, we can't even talk to each other. We can't even see eye to eye. And it just becomes one of those things where there's a lot of miscommunication. Everybody's leaving it up to their own understanding. Everybody's focusing on what they think is right. And therefore, there's not any room for understanding. Even though one, if not both of you, are going to be very honest with each other, it's going to be difficult to come to a conclusion after. Whether there's like, yeah, we had this talk, but you may still notice that it's like the energies are a little still rough. So be careful with that. That's what I have for Capricorns. Now let's look at Aquarius. Hi, Aquarius. Some of you guys, surprise, surprise, there's a third party in the mix. And this does involve a love interest. So some of you may have someone, either you have somebody as a contender or your person does. And this, especially if this is a new buddy, but it could be any of you out there. You're stressed out. You're stressed out. Definitely stress is the main energy for you guys for the next 10 days. Can't stop thinking about a situation, may not be able to sleep. Well, people will see you as confident, strong, capable, able, really nothing to play with, very successful. You will dominate a situation. If you had any health issues, they may look at you and feel like you're stronger and better now. Challenge is going to be keeping the balls in the air. For some of you guys, you may feel like you've done too much, you've spent too much. You have to make a decision. It's very difficult to do. If there has been juggling on your part, that shit is going to be very difficult to do. And keeping all the balls in the air will be a bit of a challenge for you guys in the next I'm hearing 2 weeks. I wanted to say 10 days. Can you overcome it? The jury is still out on that. Not sure. You're kind of taking it one step at a time. You may have some reservations. I get deep down inside you have some reservations about things. You don't really know exactly how it's all going to play out. You don't know exactly what you should do. And that may be the reason why you're taking a step back. And people are seeing you as someone who is kind of like in control of the situation. But you may be looking and thinking like, yeah, really? So I'm the one in control. Yeah, okay. So yeah, you may not be so sure about how to do anything, which is why you're probably not doing anything. Whereas, you guys are smart enough, you know how to work it. Work is amazing. So you're getting a lot of attention, all great attention. You could be getting pulled into groups and teams and places that you've never been before. People defer to you. They could be using you as an example. You can get notoriety at this time. Definitely being sought after and being seen as a step above the rest, as a great example of what employees should be, if that makes sense. So you may feel like if you have a team, if you're a lead, they have all great things to say about you. There's no real competition out there. People really cannot match your level of, intelligent value, whatever you're bringing to the table, Aquarius. For those of you looking for work, so get out there and look for it, because it may not be as hard for you to find something as much as you think. Some of you may feel like you have to be very careful about where you just end up, and I'm pretty sure that's true. But I do feel like something can come to you almost out of the blue. It's almost like you may put yourself out there and it's like, no, I don't want that. No, I don't want that. Even though like everything is clear for you to take. Some of you with your own business, there may have been some disappointments, yeah. Some of you have not been pleased how things have gone with your business or your business prospects, that sort of thing. But things are about to turn around. You're going to get an offer that is a very viable one. That this may repeat. So this could be a long-term partnership, a contract, the offer with your business that you're going to be really pleased about. So yeah, business looks like it's going to start to really pay off down the line. And I mean like quickly, not like months from now. It's like really soon. That's what I have for general. Now let's look at love. Okay, so Aquarius single men. You love love. You know when relationships are good, they're great. There could be someone that you're dating that you may feel like has great potential. People are seeing you as either you're done, you are a huge learning lesson for them, or they want to take it to the next level with you. The challenge could be something happening out of the blue that switched everything up. And that's the challenge. Yeah, not meshing well. It's unfortunate. And now you're at a loss with this person. You may be feeling like you cut them off, but you can't stop thinking about them men. Deep down inside, you want to come in and sweep in and say sorry and make it right. And you are. You may hide behind the fact that, like, yeah, because I want to have sex, and sex is good, and good. You know, honestly, both of you are broken. I feel like one of you are more broken than the other person. And I feel like there may be more than one person, men, or you may just be at a crossroads as to, do you really want this woman? Do you want this person for real? You know who you want. You know when you get the one that you truly want. There isn't any, you don't have to guess or anything. You know when it's the actual one. But you may feel like you're obsessed over this woman. You can't let her go. She has children, was once married, be an ex of yours of some sort. So some of you may feel like, yeah, you want to swoop down and see, you may, some of you could just be dealing with one woman and having a good time with her because you're really obsessed and can't let go of an ex. Some of you guys are coming back to this woman because you can't let her go. You're obsessed with that woman. Even though you may be questioning whether or not she's the one because it seems to be a little too complicated. Aquarius single ladies, there's a lot of communication going back and forth with you and someone. It could be going to see them, then you. A lot of communication, could be travel. They see you as someone that's deciding to open up and let them love you. This could be, now ladies, you may be attracting a man that also has a hard time loving. And the challenge could be actually making this something viable, right? There may be a lot of emotions involved, maybe a lot of physical involved, but trying to really make this practical and stable could be a bit of a challenge. You will continue to wait, ladies, either for that particular person or for someone better to come along. That's what it looks like to me. Now let's look at couples. Okay, so Aquarius, your person can get you off their mind. They are thinking about it quite heavily. They're kind of keeping their feelings close to their vest, so they may not be opening up. They're keeping a lot of things hidden at this time. They're not so sure about where things are going to go. They love you. That's what they want to tell you. They love you. Or they want you to come in and love them and apologize to them, or they want to make things right with you, but they do still love you. The challenge is that, again, there's some out of the blue, some shit happened out of the blue that kind of like either made them feel like this isn't real, or after someone's behavior or actions, it has damaged what could be real. For some of you, it could be money issues. It could be someone calling the other person out for lack of commitment, lack of real intentions. Your person is just going to be stressed the hell out. Can't stop thinking about you, stressed out. So they may feel like they've made a boo-boo, or they may feel like you're not reacting the way they want you to or responding, and so it's getting the better of them mentally. Now, you like your person's attention, their demeanor. You like the fact that either they get attention, how they carry themselves. You kind of are attracted to that. You want to tell them to come back home or make it right, or we have children, or, let's focus on the good things. Let's not stress about all the rest of that shit. Basically, you miss them. The challenge is for you to let this go. So you can't let it go, even though you may feel like some things need to change. And as a result, you're going to make a decision to communicate. For some of you, it's going to be a decision that you're making to not communicate and kind of do your own thing, like it's all about you. For others of you, you may communicate, but you are going to spin doctor the situation. Some of you are going to call the person out on their behavior. Others of you, you can come across like you don't give a damn and it's all about you and you want what you want, how you want it. That's how you can come across. In the future, this situation may be very difficult to make something happen, and I do see why. It's because one of you are giving a half-ass effort to this. This could go somewhere, but I think one of you don't see it long term. So you're just kind of enjoying it for what it is, and the other person is not pleased by that. That's what I have for Aquarius. Now let's look at Pisces. Okay, so Pisces, there's going to be a new home, unexpected. Hold on. Okay. Some of you are getting into real estate, and you may realize that may not be something that's suited for you down the line, because you may feel like you put a lot of work, energy, and effort into real estate and that you're not seeing your return. Others of you, something about a new home, you may feel like the house is not going to work out, or whatever you're trying to do regarding home or a house, it may not work out. It will be unfortunate. You will keep moving on, but it will be heavily on your mind. That's kind of what I'm seeing here. Now, this will be a time when you're here, there, everywhere, You may have a lot going on. You may be working constant. And like I said, a lot going on. You'll blink and feel like, we're in May. You may feel like April goes by really fast, or the next 10 days goes by really fast. This is March 27th. Now, people are looking at you as a non-confrontational, someone who's not up to fighting, no drama. You want no drama. You're kind of going to disconnect yourself if there's any drama, any nonsense going on. Okay. The challenge is going to be for some of you graduating, taking, not necessarily test taking, but kind of finalizing or coming to an end with a situation could be a bit of a challenge, learning your lesson from a situation. Oh, and for some of you, it could speak to Saturn. This is the card of Saturn. So Saturn could be challenging you guys in some kind of way where you're expecting one outcome, and it's proving a whole lot more difficult than what you would anticipate. Okay. Can you overcome it? It's kind of weird. Please don't resort to drinking and drugging to numb yourself from the reality of things, because the time frame you're in now is asking for you to feel the feelings, feel the hardships of things. That's the best thing you could do, and still work through it and still struggle through it, because that's where you see a lot of reward that's going to come your way. Yeah, you'll look back and feel like, damn, I'm going through it. This is like hell. But the outcome is usually a whole lot rewarding if you stay the course, go through it anyway, and work your ass off while doing it. You will eventually get to that place. It doesn't come without a lot of stress, aggravation, worry, and hopefully no indulging through the process. But some of you may feel like you have to drink, smoke, do what you need to do to get on the other side of this, whatever this is. So it will work itself out, but it comes with a lot of stresses, aggravation, and worry. Work is nothing. You're going to kick work's ass this next 10 days. Some of you may be traveling a lot more, coming and going a lot more. You may be being asked to help solve this problem and that problem. A troubleshooter, problem solver, is someone that they can rely on to make something happen and to get the job done. So a good victorious week coming for you guys at work. Will you get an opportunity? Yes. It may be with a company that really likes people. It's all about, how do we get along? Do we all get along? Does everyone like each other? And I feel like they may feel like you're a good match. There could be, once you become a part of this company, that you may realize that it's a little weird. Some weird shit is going on up in there when you start paying attention. And they may be expecting you to do some weird shit to stay there or to get to the next level. It's something weird. I'm feeling weird energy attached to this card. Some weird shit going on once you start working there. Like, they try to claim, oh, we're this and we're that. And it may be one of those, this is too good to be true. Because it is. It is. Work. Now, business, self-employed Pisces. You are not really sure what's going on with your business or where to take it next. You're still doing what you would normally do, but you do think about what will it take for you to get back on top, or to make your business what you want it to be. I do see that you may do something out of the blue, take a risk or a gamble, and that's going to work for you. I don't know what that risk, that gamble is, but I do see taking a risk and a gamble could be the ticket to where you want to go. That's what I see for general. Now let's look at couples. Okay, Pisces single men. You may not be willing to really want to invest or really invest or feel like relationships is worth it. Is solid and worth your investment. People may see you as just the type of man that would be a great dad, a great husband. Could be a bit stubborn and stuck in your ways, but they like the strength and the permanence that your energy kind of gives off. The challenge is investing. You just don't want to invest in anything, men. You just want the attention. You want the intention. You want the ego boost, but you may not be willing to give anything in return. Just as long as they're stroking your ego and giving what you're anticipating, they can get some more attention from you, but just that, not necessarily something that is going to be probably worth their time, since they want what they see in you to be their reality, like a husband and a father. Pisces single ladies in love. You may find love to be an enigma. Not so sure if you'll ever have it. Not so sure if you want it right now. Not so sure about the people that you might be getting to know at this time. There's someone who wants to communicate with you. He wants to marry you. He wants to try to come in and see what can happen. He wants a long-term relationship with him, but but you don't feel like you'll give him the time of day. You want to be. It looks like you want to be. A part of you kind of like want to be with him, but then you want to move on. I don't know, kind of all over the place here. But you do have a man here who still wants you, or wants long-term with you, wants forever with you. The challenge is kind of seeing things for what they are, not being delusional. I could be talking about someone who has treated you like shit, but they are coming across in cards like they want everything and they're willing to give you everything. There may be someone who you're like, it could be that same person. It's like, I don't want them, but then you start thinking, well, do I want them? Could I want them? So it's these things where it's like, no, it's not realistic. No, you don't. Or this person's full of shit. Or you're still tapping into the past and thinking about the past, or thinking about what could be in this situation, and it's not very practical, it's not very realistic, and it could kind of waste your energy and that sort of thing. Giving possibilities or seeing possibilities in unrealistic situations. And I know Pisces is tired of people attaching them to that, but unfortunately that's what Neptune gives, and that's what, Pisces kind of energy can give. It's all the ideals of situations, just seeing a situation in the most idyllic sort of way. But on this earth, that's, unpractical in a lot of ways. As a result, ladies, I see you kind of drawing lines in the sand, not really trusting people, really focusing on work, carrying burdens with you of the past. It may just be all the shit you got going on now and what you've experienced in the past. It's hard for you to get rid of everything. Like, he's carrying a whole door. So it's like you have to you have to lighten your load, right? Some of you just may be so busy in life and not have people to rely on that you don't have a load to lighten. But if anything that you can lighten, things that you're just grabbing and carrying with you, lighten your load, because that's just too much to deal with. And I do feel like somebody may want to see you, spend time with you. There may be an opportunity to do that, but you're secretly just kind of healing and taking breaks when you need to. You may find life to be a bit exhausting at this time, so you just may be taking more breaks than you are trying to run after love and that sort of thing. Like, ladies, this is for Pisces single ladies. I see single ladies really putting love on the back burner. That's what I have for singles now. So I got couples. Okay, so Pisces, your person wants to work on this. They may work a lot as it is, but they may want to work on this. They do want to tell you some things, so you could be hearing some things from your person, wanting to kind of see you, spend time with you. May not be able to spend a whole lot of time with you, but they want to see you, spend time with you, take you somewhere, do something, that sort of thing. The challenge could be drawing a line in the sand, not necessarily opening up, may not have enough time to give to this situation. That could be a bit of a challenge. Someone letting their guard down and letting things happen. This person is going to be like a little tricky, sneaky, trying to get away with things, which they will be able to get away with things, running away from you, trying to avoid you. That's what it looks like to me in the near future. You don't see this relationship. You don't feel like this relationship has long-term stability, or you may feel like nothing is happening for it to really solidify. You do want to talk about the children if there's children involved, or you do want to kind of still hash out whatever past issues have gone on. So there's some things that you want to kind of still work through. Some of you just want to get back to a place where love used to be, where love was pure between the two of you. The challenge is making a decision. The challenge could be more than just the two of you. The challenge could be being able to do it all. Someone may do work well, but relationship and work could be problematic. Trying to keep all the walls in the air and satisfy everyone could be a bit of a challenge. Coming to a conclusion about where you stand in this relationship could, again, be a challenge. Or someone's juggling could be an issue. But again, I feel like some of you could be dealing with a Taurus, but I feel like some of you Pisces, it's kind of here for the long haul. You're not going to just up and leave, especially if children are involved. The two of you been together for quite some time. Some of you just really want this. You want to see it through. You want to see it turn into something long-standing. So that may be what you're staying in it for as well. That's what I have for Pisces. Hopefully it's been helpful. Check me back on the next one. Take care, guys.